Good afternoon from Universal Orlando Resort. The last time that we came, they had just started putting out Halloween Horror Night stuff. I'm hoping that there is much more out today. Even if there's not, still very exciting to come out here and check it out. Also, we can head over to Islands of Adventure and check on the progress of the Jurassic Park stuff. But what we're really excited about is Halloween Horror Nights. They did just announce another house today, which was called Graveyard Games, which sounds exciting. It's another original house. I don't know, let's go inside and see if there's anything else that we can see. The hype level is definitely real. I cannot wait till they start putting up the signs, because every year they put up signs all across all the arches for all the different houses. Oh man, that's when we really know Halloween Horror Nights is upon us. Oh look, it's the gang. Oh boy, now this is exciting. You guys know that I'm all about these lighting towers. Check them out. There they are. This is down the Hollywood section in Universal Studios. Lots and lots of lighting towers all the way down. They might even string stuff between the towers. We might have things overhead. I don't know. This is gonna be good. We still don't know what any of the scare zones are. But this is definitely gonna be one of them, because we got lots of lighting towers. One of the things that I like to try to do is look up at the lights and see where they're pointed to, so that maybe we can get an idea of how the scare zone is going to be set up. So we've got one that's pointed kind of over here by the mystery machine, and then we've got a bunch pointed towards the centers here. So in between each lighting tower will probably be a prop of some kind. At least that's the way that it seems to be to me. And also you can see there are some lights over here too that are kind of pointed down where the mystery machine is as well. Should be interesting. I can't wait. There it was, the only thing scarier than Halloween Horror Nights, Dora the Explorer.
Hey folks, if you have in line right now, we're seeing Optimus Prime.
Shrek's out here meeting and greeting guests. Is he heading back in? He's done for the day. Heading back to the swamp. I came over here to Plaza of the Stars, and I was looking for more Horror Night stuff, but there's nothing over here. There's the front entrance of Universal Studios straight ahead of us, but nothing in this section next to Despicable Me. Speaking of Despicable Me, they normally put the most popular house entrance here just to the left of the entrance of Despicable Me. And it's kind of hard, it's a very hard house to go to because the line will always be the longest, and because it's the first house, it will be the house that people go to first. So our suggestion is to head to the back of the park, go to those houses first, then come back up here with the hopes that the line has gone down. It might not. The shortest wait times are usually if you can do Stay and Scream and hit it right away. Other than that, it's always just typically a very long line. As we head deeper into the park, we get into a section of the park that is based off of New York, and this is another area where they have a scare zone. Not a lot going on here except for lights on the tops of the buildings. They have added a wire that runs between this building over this building. It doesn't look like a power wire, it looks like a wire to hang stuff from, which is pretty interesting because it's very difficult to see. But one of the things that I am most excited for Halloween Horror Nights is the Ghostbusters haunted house. And the whole reason that I'm excited for that is, one, it sounds like it's gonna be really fun, but also I really hope they put the entrance to it kind of back here, because there used to be a Ghostbusters attraction here at Universal Studios, and this was where it was. And actually there's a little bit of a nod to Ghostbusters over here with this above and beyond paranormal travel agent, Thomas E. Mock. Little nod to Ghostbusters with the paranormal aspect of it. Oh my goodness. All right, so I just started looking a little bit further into the New York section, and these wires are kind of everywhere. There's a whole bunch of them. I wonder what they're gonna be doing with them. They kind of look like zip lines. Like a little bit like zip lines. How cool would it be if they had flying scare actors, like people dressed up as actors or as a part of the scare zone, flying back and forth? That would be amazing. But it may most likely just be something where they can hang stuff from. So last year, this area out here was Killer Clowns from Outer Space scare zone. Kind of doesn't look like it's going to be a scare zone this year. There are some lights right there, but I don't think that those are going to be part of the scare zone because they just kind of look like regular lights that are just pointed, like general area lighting, not necessarily show lighting. We're gonna look a little bit further down here though, just see what we can see. Well, I'm not really sure. So this whole tower right here is permanent for Cinematic Celebration, but these lights here don't necessarily look permanent. And these over here attached to this light pole don't really look permanent either. So it's hard to tell. Maybe they've just started setting them up. You never know. Or these just could be the lights for general area lighting and extra lights for cinematic celebration. As we watched the last time that we were here, and we just missed it this time, I saw it going off for a second. The daytime cinematic celebration show, which is just like a fountain show out here. And we filmed a little bit of it last time, and we'll put a link to that video down below. But how cool would it be to have a scarier nighttime version during Halloween Horror Nights? I don't think they're gonna do it, but it would be really cool if they did. Nothing else really added to the Central Park location other than actual lights up on top of the lighting towers. So we've got some just regular old Leco lights, and then it looks like maybe a strobe over there inside that balloon looking thing. Oh yeah, it's definitely a strobe up there. We're gonna have some flashing lights in here, most likely fog, as those are normal things that you would find in Halloween Horror Nights. But this one's definitely a strobe light. Another thing that is very popular at Halloween Horror Nights is pizza fries, which are available over here at Kids Zone Pizza Company. It's not open right now, but what we'll do is we'll put a couple of videos in the description down below from last year's Halloween Horror Nights, where we went and we ate pizza fries so you guys can see what they are. Basically French fries with pizza toppings. They are delicious. Okay, just as a little bit of a pro tip, even though Kids Zone Pizza Company is closed right now, they do have Coke Freestyle machines available over here. So if you got one of the souvenir cups that comes with all day free refills, then you could use it over here to fill up your sodas, no wait, and it's in the shade over here. It's kind of cool. Although there is one thing about these particular machines. Most Coke Freestyle machines, you can get water for free, but you cannot here with these that, I don't know why, Universal decided to like disable the free water section. So you have to have a refillable mug to get water, but there is a sign here that says courtesy cups of water available at any food and beverage location. So you don't need to use one of the Coke Freestyle machines to get water. You can just get it anywhere. So one of the things that we saw today on Twitter that somebody posted a screenshot of, and I'm not 100% sure where the screenshot came from. I believe that it's from the Universal Annual Pass Holders newsletter, but we haven't gotten ours yet, so I can't confirm that. But one of the things that they announced this year is, along with pizza fries, they're gonna be offering s'mores fries, which is sweet potato French fries, with graham crackers and marshmallow drizzle on top. Sounds delicious. Also chocolate drizzle, marshmallow drizzle, graham crackers on top. Like a dessert French fry. That sounds amazing. So I did want to talk a little bit about the house that was announced today, Graveyard Games, because there were some interesting things in the announcement. One of the things was that there's going to be a little bit of interactivity with it, so you can chat with the Horror Nights Facebook page. And when you chat with it, when you're in line for the house, you'll be chatting with some teenagers from the town where the graveyard is located in, that this entire haunted house is based around. And you can hear some of the background and legends from them, like storytelling type stuff. Sounds really neat. The other thing is, this sort of feels like the house, every year they mention Cary, Ohio. And this sort of feels like that house that is based around characters from Cary, Ohio. And they also gave a little bit of a reference to Dead End, which is a house from years past. They didn't specifically say dead end, but they did like end a sentence with, oh, you'll be at a dead end. And so Dead End was a haunted house from years past, one of our favorite houses that we've ever been in. So I'm kind of really excited for this Graveyard Games house, because I hope that it has the same feel of Dead End. And so, I don't know, exciting. If we can find a video from Dead End, we'll put a link to that in the description down below. I think we were filming when that house was around. I know we went into it. I don't know if we were allowed to film in there. There's been like years where we could film and years where we couldn't film. So we'll see what we can find for you guys, but check the description for links to videos. We'll also put some links to the Halloween Horror Nights website so you guys can read the description of the Graveyard Games house, because it's interesting. It's basically like some teenagers decide to play games in and around this one graveyard, and they have awoken the dead, which sounds amazing. A lot of ghosts, a lot of ghouls. Not very many zombies, but ghosts and ghouls, we love those. I think this one sentence from Halloween Horror Nights blog best describes this house, and that is, you'll find yourself witnessing the repercussions of the disrespectful antics of two teens who have awakened the spirits of the dead. Sounds awesome, right? Another house that they announced is a haunted house based on Jordan Peele's movie Us. And one thing that I'm excited about seeing in this house is the fun house. There's a mirror maze that plays a huge role in this movie. And I think seeing that in Halloween Horror Nights fashion would be amazing. Also seeing the pier and then seeing their little beach cottage that they go to, I think that'd be really neat. We're also going to be able to see the underground labyrinth where the tethered live. I hope that there's just like 1,000 bunnies running around in this haunted house. I don't think that'll happen, but it'd be fun if it did. Next to Men in Black, we have some progress on the tent that's out here. We have a black facade that has gone up outside of the tent. Can't really see anything about it, but there's a black thing there. Before it was just one tower. Now it's a black piece of plywood. Horror Nights! Oh dang, today is a very eventful Halloween Horror Nights update. Look, they have shut down Fear Factor stage to make way for something. We don't know what yet. They haven't made any sort of announcements as far as what the shows are going to be. We believe that it'll be Academy of Villains again this year, but we really don't know yet. We just know that fear is not a factor for them because they're preparing for Halloween Horror Nights. Nothing really to see over here in the San Francisco area. One thing I did want to point out is that there are some temporary lights way over here on the Candy Factory, and that feels like the scare zone will be pushed way out. Last year it kind of stopped right here where this turntable was. It didn't go much past this area here where the bricks are. But because those lights are over there, I feel like maybe they'll want it to go all the way over to the restrooms over there. I don't know. I'm just excited. I feel like there's gonna be props going out any day now. And I want them to be out right now because I'd like to see them. We still, like I said, we don't know what the scare zones are gonna be. And then once the props go out, some of them might become very obvious. So hopefully they make the announcement and then start putting props out real fast. I think we've seen just about everything that we can for Horror Nights in this park. Now it's time to head over to Islands of Adventure and check on the Jurassic Park construction. I just wanted to head through New York and kind of show you guys these wires again, just in case you guys couldn't see them from the other direction. You guys see them hanging from the rooftops over there? One more thing that I wanted to mention is over here by Macy's in the New York section, over at the I. Stein & Company, they usually have a Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. So this is where you could come and get all of your Halloween Horror Nights merchandise inside of here. There's nothing there right now, and maybe they'll do that again this year, but in the years past, this is where it would have been. One thing that I noticed that I'm not sure is part of the actual I. Stein Company in New York facade. Look at all this like crack work that they've painted on here. Is this normally here, or is this something that they maybe painted on here for Halloween Horror Nights and never changed? I don't know. This is kind of interesting. Never seen that before. It looks like it's been there for a while. You know what I never looked at? After the hurricane, a huge section of this building had flown off because of the wind. Oh no, it looks like they fixed it. There was like a huge chunk of styrofoam off the side of this building over here that was gone. But it's back now. All right, we are on our way into Islands of Adventure to check on the Jurassic Park construction. Hopefully Me Ship Olive will be open today because it is sunshiny and really hot. Got a heat index of 102 today. So I was just coming down to have a look and tell you guys that I'm just gonna head over to Me Ship Olive rather than getting a good view from out here, rather than just getting a view from out here. But I was noticing all of these things, like all of these access holes here in this concrete area. I was trying to figure out what was here. Was there something here before? Or are these all just access holes to get into something? Or was something mounted here? It kind of looks like something was mounted there. Wonder what it was. You know it's an extremely hot day when Popeye and Bluto's Bill Drap Barges is a 55-minute wait. Everybody wants to get on it and cool off. Excellent news. Me Ship Olive was only closed off the last time for inclement weather. Today, it's open, so let's go up and have a look. Here we are at the top of Me Ship Olive. Not seeing a whole lot going on back there for the Jurassic Park construction. Well, ding dang. Thought maybe we could see something going on. Right now it just looks like a lot of dirt. I wonder where they're doing the majority of the work. Probably behind this tree over here that we can't see past. We do have a little bit better view over here, but still nothing really that we can see other than just some dirt and more dirt and then a little bit more dirt. Actually, it looks like they paved a section over there where that blue thing is. Kind kind of looks like they put something there, like concrete or asphalt or something. Now before we leave, I did want to stop by Hagrid's because it's been a while since we've been over there. Just want to see what the wait's like on a busy summer day like this. See if it's moving good or if it's still a very long wait. And now here's the next question. What's Hagrid's wait time gonna be like compared to Kong, where Kong's 145 minutes? Right across from the Discovery Center, you can see they've started doing a lot of heavy construction over there. I don't know what it is that they're doing. It seems like they've torn a lot of stuff out there though. There used to be like a nice little pathway with some ponds. I have a feeling those aren't there anymore. Well, there it is. Hagrid's is 150 minutes. Only 5 minutes more than Kong. So that seems like it's doing pretty darn good. I feel like a lot more people are riding this than they're riding Kong. It honestly took everything in my power not to get in line right then and wait another 3 hours to ride that ride. It's so good. I want to ride it again, but I'm very hot and I don't want to wait 3 hours for it. So we're gonna head home. So something I feel like we should mention, because the entire first half of this video was all about Halloween Horror Nights. Over here in Islands of Adventure, there is no Halloween Horror Nights, there is no Halloween decorations, just normal over here all through Halloween. The only time that there are decorations over here is Christmas, because they do Grinchmas over here in Seuss Landing. So there you have it, that was our trip to Universal Studios to check on some Halloween Horror Nights props. Still no props out, but there has been some changes. Some more lights were put up. Those strings or ropes or wires were run across New York for something that's gonna be hanging. I don't know what it is yet because they haven't announced any of the scare zones yet, but I don't know, there will definitely be something hanging down in the New York area. And we also got the announcement for Graveyard Games, which sounds super fun, and I'm kind of excited for all of the original houses this year. They all sound really good, not to mention the intellectual properties like Ghostbusters and Stranger Things that are gonna be extremely fun. I think the next time that we come out, we're gonna do like a ranking of the different houses and some of the things that we're excited to see in the houses, the different scenes from different movies and things like that. Hopefully by then we will have all 10 houses announced and all the scare zones announced. As soon as we get everything announced, then we're gonna go through and we're gonna give you guys an overview of what to expect at Halloween Horror Nights, just like we did last year, and we'll put a link to that video in the description down below. As for the Jurassic Rollercoaster, nothing really there to see, just a pile of dirt right now. So all in all, super busy here for the summer at Universal Studios and intensely hot. Forecast said that there was a feels like temperature of 102 today, and I'm here to tell you guys that is 100% correct. It felt like 102 degrees, but all in all, still a fantastic day at the theme parks and at Universal Studios. So with that being said, we are off, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Emma.
I'm Evie.
And now it's time to pay the price.